Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Retire Inspired. I hope that you're doing okay, and I hope that you all had a wonderful and blessed holiday season. So far, Thanksgiving was great. We had a wonderful time. We were actually over here at this house that I'm at now, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the house that I'm going to be doing with the house. So I want you to come along with me today and share some updates as well as information about what I'm doing with my side hustles in retirement. So if you're not familiar with this channel's name is Retire Inspired. My name is Sam, and I am the host of the channel. And this channel is about my retirement and my retirement experiences, and to help encourage anyone who is looking at retirement down the road or who is already retired to have the best possible retirement. And I'm trying to think about what I want to do in 2025 to help grow my part-time, side hustles that I do to make a little bit of extra money. As you know, one of my side hustles is eBay. Another one of my side hustles is Airbnb. I do have one Airbnb currently open. I've been renting it to some longer-term tenants. The last 6 months have been off of Airbnb. I have not been renting it through Airbnb, but I will be looking at opening up 2 more Airbnbs, and one of them is this house here. Let me do a little bit of a walk around and kind of show you what I've done so far. A couple weekends ago, just to give you a little context, about 2 weekends ago, my wife and I were at a yard sale, and they had all this furniture, and there were a lot of items in the yard sale, and not just furniture, but a couple of TVs, a couple of other items that really made it worthwhile for us to ask, what would you take for everything in the yard sale? So we came up with a price, and I'm going to go through this house because a lot of the items that I bought at that yard sale are in this house, and this house is going to be my next Airbnb. So let's kind of walk around this room here and kind of show you what we've got going on here. I've got this couch. You can see this couch here is one I already had it in stock. So I did get the end tables and the coffee table at the yard sale. So and the lamps are really nice, and so they will add to it here in the living room. But this couch is a great addition. It goes well with everything. And also, if you look down here at this carpet, I picked this carpet up at a yard sale. And all the furniture that I got really goes well with the room. We got this TV, and this TV cabinet came with it. And so that completes this living room here. So I've got everything I need for the living room. Now I'm going to walk you through the rest of the house and let you see what it looks like so far. I still have a lot of decorating to do. I do have a couple of things here on the wall. This is going to come down and go in another part of the house because it really doesn't match with the decor in this room with the pine. Okay, so I'm going to walk around the house and just kind of give you an idea of what the Airbnb is going to look like. This pine paneling in this living room is nice, and I really like the way it looks. And I also really like this huge carpet that we have down here. Let me get this stand out of the way. I really like that large carpet, and I got that carpet, as I said, in a yard sale. I picked it up in a yard sale, and so I paid $15 for the carpet, so it is going to work out really nice. And I think that the Airbnb, the living room here, is going to be one of the selling points of this Airbnb. Now I haven't decided yet, what I'm going to rent the Airbnb out for per night, but I'm thinking, whatever the going rate is, probably somewhere around $150 a night. Okay, this is the dining area, and this dining table and hutch both came from that yard sale that I picked up. I already had the carpet, so So the carpet was already something that I had. The TV was one of the items I picked up at the yard sale, along with the lamps, this lamp and that lamp. But the little stand that the table is sitting on is something that someone gave me. So that's the living room. And then you walk into the kitchen. Now we had Thanksgiving here this year. I had my cousin from Florida. His name is Brian. He came and visited with us, and he actually stayed here. So I could actually count him as my first guest, my first Airbnb guest. These are some of the things that the lady sold in the yard sale, and I'm just kind of trying to put it all aside, trying to figure out what I want to do with it for the meantime. This is a dryer. However, a washer actually goes in this spot right here, so I've got to move a washer over. And I used this old antique cooker to cook my turkey with this year. This is a great cooker, and it is very old. I think this thing is probably from the 50s, but it works really well. Makes the turkey really moist. I enjoyed the turkey that we cooked in it. So we still got a pile of dishes over here that we washed that I need to get dried and put away. And I've got some pots hanging off of the pot rack, and I brought a microwave in that I bought at a yard sale for, I paid $25 for this microwave, but the coffee maker was part of the yard sale as well. So let's continue to walk through, and we'll go into the hallway. That goes back into the dining room. And I already had this furniture here in this first room on the left. This is a queen-sized bed, or it may be a double. I'm not exactly sure. But someone had gifted us this furniture, and it's really nice antique vintage furniture. And it was in really good condition, so it also came with a mirror and a little place for a lady to fix her makeup and that sort of thing. Now I'll go in the bathroom here. I painted this bathroom. In previous videos, you've seen that the bathroom was in pretty rough shape. So I painted the walls of the bathroom, painted these cabinets, and after our guests left, I realized that we had a leak underneath the toilet. So I am going to have to either replace this toilet or see if I can replace the bolts that go underneath, because they're all rusted out. But we've got the shower curtain here, and the shower, bath and shower. And so that's the bathroom. Then you walk down the hall a little bit further, go to the end. This is furniture that I picked up at the yard sale. This is one of the bedroom sets, and I haven't put any sheets on this bed yet, but this is a complete set. It's not a real expensive set, but it's a decent set, and so I feel like it will be nice for my guests to use that will be staying here in the Airbnb. So that's that set, but there's another set. This set also came from the same yard sale. There are two really big wardrobes, not wardrobes, chest of drawers, two of the same, and then two dressers, and then this big dresser with the big mirror. So I've got a lot of the bed linens on the dresser right now because I'm waiting for some bed rails. These bed rails that I have here are not for a queen-size bed. A queen-size bed has 80-inch rails. These rails are the ones that I got at the yard sale, and I assumed that they were for this bed, but they're not. And so I'm on the lookout for some 80-inch rails. I do have the queen-size mattresses that I already had that I can use on this bed. I just got to find some 80-inch rails that I can use to fit this bed with the queen-size mattress. So you see we have all three bedrooms set up and we are getting it ready to rent it out as an Airbnb. I already have a lot of the decorations that I'm going to use and put on the walls, and once I get those in here and on the walls, then I'll do a walkthrough and show you what it looks like completely fixed up and ready to rent. But I am real excited about opening up this new Airbnb. My son and my daughter-in-law, Justin and Jill, will be coming here in December for Christmas, and so they will be staying in this Airbnb while they're here. So I'm going to try to make them as comfortable as possible. This table that I have in here, this one behind me, I'm going to take it out. I just had this table here so we would have a place to put the food when we served Thanksgiving dinner here when we had our guests. So the house is coming together. We've got fresh paint on the walls. I've redone all of the floors in the house. It did have carpet, and I went through and I sanded it and stained it and put polyurethane on the floor, and so they look really nice throughout the house. Really pleased with the way this house is turning out. So now we're going to go to the second house that I'm going to turn into an Airbnb as well. Okay guys, I am at the second location where I will be opening another Airbnb. This is a house that I have already had an Airbnb in before, but I'm going to reopen it as an Airbnb again, give it another chance, and we'll see how it works. But y'all come on with me and I'll show you what I've done so far. I have the electricity on here, but I haven't put the water and the gas on yet, so it is a little bit further behind the other house as far as being ready to be opened. Alright, this is the other Airbnb that I'm planning on opening January 1st, so I'll be opening 2 Airbnbs as of January 1st. And this house, like I said, it has been an Airbnb before, and then I rented it to a long-term tenant, and it ended up being a disastrous thing. So then I ended up cleaning it up after that tenant left and rented it to another tenant, and the other tenant did a great job. He was military, and he took really good care of the house. But I'm going to show you around and show you what I've got so far. All right. I was actually gifted this table. It is a beautiful table. It is solid oak. As you can tell on the bottom, it's very ornate, really nice, and it's a very heavy table. The only thing is, it is a little bit tall. Also, I thought it was neat. Check this out. I'm going to set you down here so you can see what this table does. But let's raise it up here, and I'm going to show you how this table rotates. It's like a lazy Susan. It'll rotate, so that's pretty neat. I think so anyway. But it's a beautiful oak table, and I need to get some taller chairs to go around it, kind of like a bar stool height chairs. So I'm looking for about 6 chairs to go around this, and also to put at the bar stool, the bar over here next to the kitchen. But it's got a built-in china hutch in the house. This was in the house when I bought it. The kitchen here, I've had to replace the flooring in here. It had some kind of tile that was coming up, and the stove is gas. As you walk in here, you can see that I have a couch, and I also have a table, but this will be the couch that I'll be using when I open it as an Airbnb, and I'll also be using these 2 chairs in this area. I'm not going to leave that rug. I don't really like the rug or the way it looks, so I'm probably going to change that rug out. But that goes back into the kitchen, and there is a wraparound fireplace here that is a working fireplace, and this is something that people really like when they are staying here is this fireplace. So as you walk around here, this is only a 2-bedroom, whereas the first house is a 3-bedroom, but it's got 2 full baths with a bathtub in here, but a shower in the other bathroom. But it's got the tub, and it looks like it needs to be cleaned out because we have quite a bit of debris in this tub. So it needs to be cleaned and made spick and span in preparation for the Airbnb. Now when you go into this bedroom here, looks like I need to put a little fresh coat of paint on the walls here. The previous tenant left a bed, so I don't know if I'll be able to use that with the Airbnb. I don't know if it's big enough. It looks like a double, but I'll have to think about that if I want to use it. But I also have another bed in here, and this looks like it's also a double. So the previous tenant left both of these beds. So at least I have 2 beds here ready for when I do rent it, if I do decide to use these beds. And here's the other bathroom for the master bedroom, and it's got green tile, and it's got a full shower. So it's got 2. I love these old sinks from the 50s also. So that's one of the features of this house that I really like. So that's the 2 houses that I plan on opening up as Airbnbs. I'm going to go to a third house that I am not currently renting. It is a house that I have made a video about in the past, but it's been a while since I made that video, and I bought the house maybe a year and a half, close to 2 years ago, and it had a lot of cosmetic work that needed to be done on it. But I'm going to show you this house, and this is going to be my project of 2025, is getting that house fixed up and ready to rent as well. I'm not sure on that one if I'm going to do an Airbnb or if I'm going to make it a long-term rental, but it's just a matter of getting it ready to be a rental first. Right now it's not habitable, but these 2 houses are very much habitable, and they're going to be really nice Airbnbs starting in January of 2025. That's my goal, is to get these houses ready and rented by January of 2025 through Airbnb. All right, the last house that I'm going to show you is a house that is right across the street from the house where I live, my house. And it is a house that I bought as an investment property. It's the last house that I bought. I have a total of 10 houses. We live in one. We keep cats in another one. Those are these houses behind me. This one is where we keep the cats, and this one is the one where we live. We also own this one here. This is a rental. And then 2 more houses down is another one, and then about 4 more houses down is another one, which is actually the first one that I showed you. So we have 6 houses that are on this street, and that has been really good that they're all very close together. So we're able to I could actually walk to every house, every property that I own, which is a good thing. I really like that. I'm able to do that. So let's come into this house here. This is going to be my project for 2025. I have delayed doing this for far too long, and I've just got to get started. I've done a lot of work on this house already, but it needs a lot more work, and we've had some setbacks as well. I'll show you those. I also put a new roof on this house this year, so let's go on in and let me show you. All right, let me get some lights turned on so I can show you around in this house. Okay, this house, as you walk into the kitchen, it is a complete mess because we have a lot of items in here that we brought from other rental houses that we've just kind of been storing. But if you look up here at the ceiling, about a year ago, we had a hard freeze about a year and a half ago maybe. We had a hard freeze and some of the pipes busted, so I had to replace all of the iron pipes that were in the ceiling with PEX, the blue and the red. And so now I've got to go back because they tore up the ceiling pretty bad when they replaced all that. So now I've got to go back and put new insulation and put new drywall on the ceiling there to fix that. So that's going to be a little bit of a job to fix that. And this washing machine is going to the Airbnb rental house as soon as I can get it over there. But this is the kitchen area of this house. As you walk into the living room area, you see that there is no flooring. So I'm going to have to finish removing the flooring in this part of the room. I'm going to take all that parquet flooring up, and I plan on putting laminate flooring in here, the kind that locks together. But this is a little sunroom area, and it really shows off a really nice view of the backyard. So when I get this rented or ready to be rented, I think that's going to be a really good selling point for renting this house. But it has another passageway into the kitchen there. And this again is the living room. There's the front door. I hung that ceiling fan. Again, this is some more of the damage that was done by the guys installing the new pipe or the new water lines in the ceiling. So I'm going to have to repair those holes as well. So that's going to be, I already had the drywall and I had the mud, and I also have the ability. So all I got to do is just come out here and go through and start doing it. But this one has a really nice fireplace as well. And as you walk through the hallways, again, I have to redo the floors. I have to put vinyl plank throughout the house. This bathroom is really dirty right now. It needs to be swept and cleaned. But I did install, I have done some painting in here. Need to do a little bit more painting. But I have installed a set of lights in the bathroom. I did that myself. But it's a typical house from the late 60s and late 50s and early 60s. So this is one of the bedrooms. This bedroom is probably one of the better conditioned bedrooms. It still has the parquet flooring there as well. But I do plan on removing that flooring and putting vinyl plank throughout the entire house. I have been storing a little bit of other furniture in here. Some of that furniture in the first Airbnb that I showed you came out of here, but my wife has put her drum set in this bedroom here, so we're going to have to figure out a place to put that. But a lot of these walls, like this right here, where this wall is, I had to put all of that in here because when I bought the house, there was a lot of damage to the sheetrock, so the previous owner had tore out a bunch of the sheetrock. This is actually a closet. We've got to build that back. But you can see from here all the way through this small bathroom. You can see all the way through this small bathroom, and I'll show you, turn the light on here. Makes a lot of noise. All that is new sheetrock that I had put in. I had someone to hang that. But you could see all the way through into this bathroom. At the time when I bought the house, there was no sheetrock on these walls. So that's coming along. This is the front bedroom. So this is a 3-bedroom bath and a half, and I've got a bed stored in here as well. This bed is probably going to go to the second Airbnb that I showed you. It was in there before. It's a sleigh bed. It's a really nice sleigh bed. So we're just basically storing stuff in here. The flooring in here is also the parquet flooring. And like I said, I plan on taking up all the parquet flooring throughout the house, so there won't be any more of that parquet flooring, and it will all be the vinyl plank. So that's some of my plans for the end of 2024, going into the holiday season and looking at going into 2025. Of course, I'm still going to be selling on eBay. which I really do enjoy selling on eBay. It's a lot of fun, and I'm making pretty good money doing that. So I'm hoping that I will be able to have this house rented out, have it completely fixed and rented out first part of 2025. And I plan on having the other two houses that I showed you rented out through Airbnb January of 2025. I plan on having both of those houses open. So when I get those completely ready to rent, and before I rent them, I'll do a walkthrough and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I had a good time making this video. I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I've been doing in retirement, getting ready for the new year, and also what's going on during the holidays with me and my family. But we are staying busy, really busy. I do plan on doing some more traveling. In January, I will be going back out to Arizona to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous in Quartzsite, Arizona, to spend time with some of my nomadic friends who live in vans, and I just enjoy doing that. That's why I got that van, is so that I could do some traveling and spend some time traveling the country and seeing some of the things that I didn't get to see because I was behind a desk for so many years. But I am looking forward to doing that traveling. Also in February of 2025, I will be doing some more traveling, going to Florida. Actually, in March, I'll be going to Florida. I have some people coming here in February for my brother's birthday. It's going to be February the 22nd, which is a day after my my brother's wedding is going to be February 22nd, which is a day after my birthday. And so I'll be hosting some of my family at the one of my Airbnb's during that time as well. And then March, I will be going down to Florida and spending some time with my aunt who lives in Kissimmee, Florida. And also I'll be going thrifting and shopping down there for items to sell on eBay. So look forward to 2025. It's going to be a really great year. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a prosperous year as well. And I am excited about all of the things that I'm going to be doing with my rental houses and getting them ready to rent out to people. It's not bad being a landlord. I kind of enjoy it. It is a lot of work at times, but it's also kind of passive at times as well. When you don't have things breaking or you don't have issues with tenants, it is a passive income and it's enjoyable to do. But when those things happen, it does get a little bit difficult and unenjoyable. But anyway, I have gone on long enough, and I want to thank you for sticking around this long in the video. If you have been around and stuck around, I appreciate you, and I hope that you are having a great year. And I hope that you have some plans for the future of 2025 and what your plans are. And if you do have plans, be sure and leave me some comments below. I read my comments, and I would love to hear from you and hear what your plans are for 2025, what you would like to do, and what you are planning on doing to build your future. And what kind of retirement are you looking at? Are you already retired, or are you considering retiring in the next 5 or 6 years? Hopefully I have given you some information that is going to inspire you to be retired and inspired when you do retire. So that's what this channel is all about, is retiring folks, hoping folks that will be able to retire and be inspired about being retired. I know I have been inspired and I have enjoyed retirement. I do not regret for 1 minute having retired at the age that I did. I could have worked a few more years, but I am so glad that I went ahead and retired. I have been enjoying retirement so far, and I hope to have many, many more years of retirement ahead. So I hope you enjoyed the video again, and if you did, be sure and give me a like and a thumbs up. And if you did enjoy the video and you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are a subscriber but you haven't hit that notification bell, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I put a video out. So I will catch you on the next video. But until then, you guys take care. Love you guys, and bye-bye. Take care. See you soon.